meet India. India says she's madly in love with her girlfriend Q. But there's just one problem. India says Q has a reputation for cheating on her past girlfriends. Yep. And now India suspects Q's been cheating on her. What's worse, India thinks Q is having sex not only with an ex-girlfriend, John A., but with India's own sister, Brandy. Listen to India's story.
I'm here because I want to know if my girlfriend Q is sleeping with my sister and her ex, John A. I met Q in high school through a friend, and it was the best day of my life. I believe Q and my sister had a relationship before I met my girlfriend. I think Brandy and Q have had a sexual relationship because when we first got together, it was a lovely relationship. Kisses, hugs, all the time. Now it's every once in a while. You know, every blue moon, we don't even sleep together as much. I think Q has slept with her ex, John A. Since we've been together, since the beginning of our relationship. Before we got together, I don't trust Q at all. And I don't trust her because at the beginning of our relationship, she was with multiple females. She lied all the time to not just me, but all of them. Q failed these lie detector questions about John A. My world will be crushed. Everything will come to an end for me. Something is going on. It's tearing me apart.
So, this has got you really upset, hasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, is it the thought of Q cheating not only with her ex-girlfriend, but your own sister?
It's the thought of Q cheating, period.
So, your sister, Brandy, and Q, what? They knew each other before, or?
They liked each other, and they attempted to talk, to get into a relationship, and that's where it ended.
You don't believe that? You don't believe that?
No, I don't believe it at all.
Do you believe if they did get together that even though Q is now having a relationship with you, Brandy is still on the scene?
I believe Brandy's still in the picture somewhere.
Has her behavior changed?
Dramatically.
How?
Me and my sister were best friends.
Yeah.
And now we're distant. It's not the same.
Now, do you really think your sister would do that to you?
I don't want to believe this. I don't want it to be true.
Yeah.
But I feel it. I feel it, Trisha.
What about Q? What's Q's reputation when it comes to multiple dating, if you want to call it that?
Q has a horrible reputation.
Why would you get with someone who's a player and then expect them to stop being a player?
I'm going to keep it real.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to keep it real.
Yeah.
When we, at the beginning, it was nothing serious. It was just, it was a fling. It was sex.
Yeah.
And as we continued to have sex, feelings got involved.
So did you both pledge to be faithful to each other at some point?
Yes.
Exclusive?
Yes.
But you
Just
don't
me
think
and her.
You
Yes.
don't think Q has stuck to that?
No, not at all.
Does Brandy want you to be with Q?
No.
No. What's
she
she
does
saying?
not want me to be with Q.
What's she saying?
She said Q is not good for me. She says Q is controlling. She says she wants me to do better, but I think that's just an excuse for me not to be with Q.
Here's a tough question. What are you going to do if that lie detector test comes back and says, yes, you're right to be suspicious? How are you going to deal with that?
I'm leaving Q. If she's not out the door.
What about Brandy, though? What about your blood? You can't leave her.
No.
Well, here, honey. Let's meet her, okay? Let's hear her side of things, see what she's got to say. Please welcome Brandy.
I would never do that to you.
Hi, Brandy.
Know that. No.
None of that is true. I would never hurt you.
You are a liar because I know.
I would never hurt you. You feel wrong. You're trapped.
I'm not.
She's controlling you.
She's not controlling me. Stop telling me that.
She's controlling you.
She's not controlling me. If you love her.
If you loved yourself,
I love
you know I
her.
would never do
I
that.
love you. And I know something is not right. Something is not right, Brandy.
You're not right. Q's not right.
Not for you. That's not you.
Why is she not right for you?
She's not right for you.
Tell me why.
What is your phone number? Do you have a phone? Can you leave the house without Q? When was the last time Mom seen you? When was the last time you called us? When was the last time you seen your nephew? When was the last time you came to a family reunion?
You know me. You know who I used to be. I am in love with this girl.
Where are you?
Who I want to be
Where
with.
are you?
That has nothing to do with anybody else but me and her. And if something is going on with you too.
Nothing is going on.
Okay.
That's how I know you're not you. Because if you were you, you would know I would never hurt you or betray you. Anyway.
Okay.
You are my baby.
So, Brandy, why would your sister think that there is anything going on with you and Q?
She's lost. She's not my little sister anymore.
Why? You say she doesn't leave the home, she doesn't come and visit?
She can't leave the home without Q.
Q's controlling?
She's controlling her.
Why would I go anywhere without my girlfriend anyway? That's my woman. I'm her woman. She go where I go. I go where she go.
Hang on,
she is my life.
Hey, listen. I hear what you're saying. Why would you go anywhere without Q? I've been with my partner for, what, 16, 17 years. Do you see him sitting right next to me? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
I hear what you're saying. If this is my choice, I choose to do this.
You're saying that Q she's not controlling you?
I'm not saying she's not controlling. She's very controlling, but I am too. I control Q, she controls me, and that's how it is.
Unhealthy.
Unhealthy is the word for it, yeah. But if you're controlling Q so much, why is it you think that Q's sneaking off with the ex? Do you believe that Q messes around behind your sister's back?
Q cheats on my sister all the time, but it's not with me.
Let me just ask you, was there ever an instance where it got to the point that you and Q could have got together?
You gonna lie? You're lying. Stop lying. That is why we're here.
It's not true. I promise it's not true.
India, okay, let's just calm down, because we're going to have the lie detector test results eventually. You will get to find out. One of the people that you think, or the main person that you think that Q has been cheating on your sister with is her ex, Johnny?
She never left the picture. How is it that you guys have a healthy relationship and you're so happy, but Johnny is still around?
Let me tell you, I'm going to tell you that Johnny is here today. She is here today. If you want to hear from her and hear her side of things and find out a bit more about what Q is and isn't doing, and Q is here as well, obviously. Q took a lie detector test. Well, I think it's time we met 21-year-old Q. Come on out, Q. She took a lie detector test. Before we bring her out, though, this is her side of the story.
I'm here today to prove to my girlfriend, India, that I am not cheating on her. I have never cheated on India with any other woman in our relationship. No, I did not have a sexual relationship with India's sister's Brandy. I don't know what I would say if I failed a lie detector test. Like, that's not even a question in my mind, because I don't plan on failing. I will say I'm very controlling because of my past relationships, and that's another reason I'm here today. My ex, Janae, I would say she's obsessed with me. No, I did not continue to have intercourse with her, relations, nothing. I cut her off. She knows why. I want to spend more than the rest of my life with India. Why? Because she's amazing. She's beautiful. She's all I could ever ask for. If I could propose to her today, I would.
Well, I think it's time we met 21-year-old Q. Come on out, Q.
Talking like that, dog.
It's not healthy. I don't approve.
Who are you to say it's not healthy? I'm her older sister.
You admitted on that tape that you are controlling Q.
Yes, ma'am.
You are controlling.
Yes.
Is it true that you control India? You don't let her leave the house. You don't let her have. She has to share a phone. Are those things true?
Yes, those things are true, and I would say that that's more like something to do with my insecurities. You know, maybe I do need to check myself about that. You know, we both have that problem. You know,
right?
And I'm not gonna sit here and lie like it's not a problem. It could be a problem from our past relationships that marked us for life, that got us acting like this. I mean, we can't help it. It's not our fault that we've been treated wrong.
Hang on, just a minute. Yeah, okay, I hear the victim cards too much. You know, there's that saying: if somebody hits you and you go down on the floor, that's their fault. If you stay down on the floor, that's your fault. Oh, you hear what I'm saying? All right. So let me get this right. You're saying that you two never had a relationship?
Never.
Is that true?
A relationship? I wouldn't say it was a relationship.
What would you call it?
I would call it
a high and bi is what I would call it.
Nah, it was more than that. It was more than that. We talked on the phone. We text. We went to the mall together.
I remember talking.
She's a lie. You're a lie. You're a lie, dog. We used to talk on the phone all the time.
Just a minute. You had a friendship.
Crazy.
Okay.
Is that what you're saying?
I would call it a friendship.
We liked each other, period. I don't care what she say. I'm not going to sit here and lie. My girlfriend is sitting right here. I'm not going to say it if it ain't true.
You're talking about like or like as partners?
I mean, a crush. What is a crush?
She has
a crush. Was it a two-way crush?
No way.
Come on. How do you crush on somebody that's not feeding you back?
Let me talk about your ex, okay? And let me talk about your past first. You had a reputation for being a bit of a player, am I right?
Correct.
So you went from girl to girl to girl to girl, or you had lots of girls on the go at the same time?
I just had a lot of girls. They all knew about each other, so they fought.
Oh, so is that who you are?
I mean, that's not who I am to this right now, today.
You're saying it is?
It's not.
It is.
It's not.
I think not.
I changed a lot for this lady here, I promise you.
Even your ex, let's talk about Janae. You know, you said again in the tape piece that she has an obsession with you.
She's been upset. We was together for 5 years.
Right.
She hasn't let go yet.
You said you had a crush on Brandy, and a crush doesn't happen unless there's something coming the other way. Now you're telling me that this girl, Janae, has a crush on you. Well, I'm going to throw it back at you. How's that happening if it's not two-way?
Okay. I understand where you're coming from. Yeah. With this girl, it's completely different from with anybody else.
As I said before, Janae is here. We'll talk to her, and we will get the results of Q's lie detector test when we come back. We're here with India. This is India. She's accusing her girlfriend Q and her sister Brandy of, what, having sex, having a relationship behind her back. Now, Brandy and Q deny being secret lovers, but India says the only thing she'll believe is a lie detector test result. So, before we get to that, Janae, Q's ex-girlfriend, is here. She has travelled across the country to reveal something to India. So, India, is it okay if we bring out Janae now? Let's hear from her. Please welcome Janae. Janae, why are you here today?
I'm here today to tell India the truth. Me and Shaquille have a bond that cannot be broken.
What is the truth? Have you been having an ongoing relationship with Q, or are you stalking him?
Stalking? I'm stalking you? You called me. You're right. I did not have your number. How did I get your number? You gave it to me. But before,
I did not give you my number.
Before then, you called me every day. I was with you. I was with you. What is she talking about? We had sex 3 months ago.
Okay, this is madness. Okay, do you believe what she's saying?
Do I believe it?
Yeah, do you believe what she's saying?
Do I believe it?
Yeah.
Fire. No, baby.
Hang on, I'm asking her, do you believe it?
She's right here in the flesh telling you.
It takes two to tango, so why are you looking at her like that? You should be looking both ways. You hear what I'm saying? It's true. Janae, let me ask you some questions. Are you saying that you were seeing Q while Q has been with India?
Yes.
Really?
What do you mean the whole time? I haven't seen you in a month.
Are you sick?
you need to calm down. If you want to find out the truth, you need to really calm down. Let me tell you. Okay, let me tell you something. You want truth, here's truth. Anything like that kicks off again, you will not get those lie detector tests.
I apologize sincerely, Trisha. I apologize.
Hang on, just a minute. You are saying you apologize.
Yes.
What are you apologizing for? Messing with people's feelings.
That's not what I'm doing, Trisha. Trisha, I promise you,
Okay,
Trisha.
in our audience is Tim Acosta. He's our private investigator and polygraph examiner. Now, last night, Tim gave Q a lie detector test. Tim, I believe you have the results?
Yes, I do, Trisha.
Okay. Now, let me tell you how this goes. If at any stage, India, I need for you to look at me and understand what I'm saying, okay? So you don't say, oh, you didn't tell me that. If at any stage of hearing the truth that you all want so much, anybody goes for anyone or starts anything physical, that's where I stop it.
Okay.
Yeah? You understand? You get that? Okay. I don't know what this says. Okay, Tim, I don't have the results, I just have the questions here. So I'm going to read out the question, you're going to tell us the results. We asked you if you have ever had a sexual relationship with Brandy. Now, Q said no. Tim, what did the lie detector show us?
The lie detector determined that Q was being truthful.
That's what you said all along. Okay. We asked you if you want to have sexual relations with other women at the present time, and you said no. Tim?
The lie detector determined that Q was not being truthful.
We asked you if you have had a sexual relationship with John A. since you have been in a relationship with India. You said no. What did the lie detector test show?
The lie detector determined that Q was being truthful, Trisha.
Go!
And I'm gone, dog. I'm gone.
Hang on, wait a minute. You want to hear the rest?
It's nothing. You feel me? I'm gone. You feel me instantly, bruh. Whatever, dog. Do you hear me? I told you I was telling you the truth, dog.
Okay. Do you want to hear the rest of this? Okay? All right, come on out. If there's more, let's hear it. Okay. Let's go to the next question. We asked Q if you are still in love with John A. Q said no. What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined that Q was not being truthful.
I'm not in love with that girl. It's a rap for her.
Hey, just a minute. Either the whole lie detector's wrong, which means that you did fool around and everything else, where Tim has said you answered truthfully that you haven't been doing that, but that last question you failed on. So there is some issue, maybe you're not admitting to yourself, maybe that's deep down, maybe that you're confused about, but there is an issue here. Now, let's come to issues, okay? Let us come to issues for all of you. Q, I have a worry that your occupation has become relationships, that they consume too much of your life. And you made a really pertinent point. You said something about your past and past issues, and I got the feeling that you were reaching out or suggesting that you may need some assistance on moving on from things that were very difficult in your past, and someone somewhere back in your past rejected you so badly that you are clinging, heart still burning.
Yes.
Well, it's time you deal with that. Not with relationships with you, huh? Yes? You know what I'm saying? So you feel you need help. Do you feel that you could do with some help in that, becoming emotionally stronger?
Yes.
Q said she will go and see our counselor, and while Q is seeing our counselor, maybe you two can sit down together and talk, and really talk and listen to each other. Would that be a good idea? Yeah?
I'm sorry. And I love you so much.
Okay. Q, do you want to come with me? Let's get that started. Okay, I want everyone to meet 27-year-old Autumn. When Autumn first started dating this man, Jim, 3 years ago, Jim's own family warned her about his reputation for being a cheating dog. Today, Autumn fears she should have taken their advice. Not only does Autumn suspect Jim is picking up women on Facebook, Autumn believes Jim is living a secret double sex life. Watch this.
I'm here because I want to know the truth about Jim and the cheating situation we've got. I definitely think he's cheating on me. There's been millions of indiscretions that would lead me to believe that. There's a Facebook message from a girl that was telling me she was sleeping with him and a bunch of details that definitely nobody else would know unless he told her or somebody told her. She was telling me how she had slept with him and how she had known that I had lost a baby recently. He told me that the Facebook message was not real. He said that that was a fake account and that it was maybe one of his sisters messing with me to try to get a rise out of me. His family members told me that he was a dog and that he's cheated on all his prior girlfriends and not to trust him. He might be telling me what I want to hear and not really being happy. And I think that he's scared to lose everything that we have, but I don't know if that's what he really wants.
So why get with somebody when you are being told that they've got a bit of a reputation?
Well, you know, I don't know if it was supposed to go that far. You know what I mean? It wasn't supposed to go as far, you know, we ended up falling in love when we weren't, when it wasn't supposed to be that way.
Okay, you said on Facebook, you caught him on Facebook?
I had gotten a message to him, and I checked it. And when I wrote back, she had told me that they were sleeping together. She had said a bunch of information that nobody would know. And that's not it. I mean, I found him around the corner at my house with an older woman. After that, he denied that anything had ever happened.
Has he ever gone missing?
He's gone missing, came back at 10 o'clock the next morning and told me he was sleeping in his cousin's car.
Okay, you have a baby together, so this is serious as well. Okay, let me ask you, what do you think about him and his feelings for his ex? Is that a concern?
Well, he had actually went to jail when I was pregnant with our son, and he was gone for months, and he got out, and later he ended up leaving me and going with her.
Why did he leave you?
I don't know. I really to this day don't know, and I don't know if it's because he has feelings for her, and I don't know why he came back to me. I don't know.
Well, you don't know why he came back to you, but you do know. Why did you take him back?
Yeah, I know. And the thing is it was our first breakup, you know, and I just had my son, and it was hard to think about something else. Yeah.
So we've heard Autumn's side of the story. I guess it's time to hear Jim's side. Take a look at this.
I'm here to let my girlfriend know I'm not cheating on her and I'm honest and everything. So I really just want to clear my name with her, and hopefully we can move on from this and get married. I'm an honest guy. I have nothing to hide. I will pass the test. I don't think I'm conceited. I think I'm not. Well, I know I'm not, so this is where we have an issue. Yeah, I flirt with other women. I'm an attention whore. I like the attention. Well, women they throw themselves at me, and I just brush them off because I don't really want to do that, and I'm a firm believer of karma, so I really don't cheat on my girlfriend. Autumn is the only person I want to be with.
Okay, well, ladies, stay in your seats. This guy says women just throw themselves at him. Jim, come on out. Jim, come on out. Hi. Hi. Yeah. So, Jim, are you a bit of a flirt?
Yes, I'm a flirt, yes.
You're a flirt.
Attention seeker a lot, yes.
Yeah.
Attention whore, so yeah.
Attention whore?
Yes.
Whore?
Yeah.
That's an interesting choice of words. Yeah. Facebook, 80 girls?
Yeah, it's just because it sounds bad, so.
It is what it is. 80 girls, any guys on there?
Like 5.
5?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
80 girls and 5 guys.
Yeah.
Why do you think that is? What are your pictures like on there?
Self-absorbed pictures.
So why would you put pictures like that on Facebook if you don't want to attract women?
Well, at the time when I did it, we were broken apart, so.
How long ago was that?
Probably about 6 months. Yeah, 6 months.
6 months?
Yeah.
Damn, it's hard to take pictures down in 6 months, isn't it? So, Jim, how does she react How does she react when she thinks you're flirting with women or anything like this is going down?
Oh, yeah, she will definitely cause a scene or...
When you cause a scene, what? Slap you?
Slap me in my face, yeah.
Hit you?
Listen, why wouldn't I? No. Why wouldn't I cause a scene
I'll tell
if
you why.
you keep continuing to do that?
Causing a scene is one thing, but if you're going to sit there and applaud a woman being violent to a man, don't complain when it's the other way around. Violence is violence is violence. It's not right. Yeah. I'm not saying what you're doing is right, but violence, if violence solved things, sweetie, you wouldn't be sitting
My
here,
issue is I don't understand why lie? Why not just tell the truth about everything? Why lie?
Well, in our audience is Tim Acosta, our private investigator and polygraph examiner. Last night, Tim gave Jim a lie detector test. Now, Tim has the results. Having heard what I just have heard from Jim, I don't know whether... I'm just going to read out the questions. I don't know if he's been lying or if he's been truthful. Tim will tell us that. But in light of what Jim has just said, if he has been lying, what's the outcome?
Then we're not together at all.
Okay.
At all.
We asked you, Jim, if you ever cheated on Autumn with the girl that she argued with on Facebook. You said no. And Tim, what did the lie detector show?
The lie detector determined that Jim was being truthful.
Ah! Jim, we asked you if you want to have sex with your ex. You said no. The lie detector, Tim, said what?
The lie detector determined that Jim was being truthful.
Oh!
Let's keep going.
Yeah, let's keep going. Jim, we asked you if you are still in love with your ex. You said no. Tim, what did the lie detector show?
The lie detector determined that Jim was being truthful.
Okay, let's ask the burning question.
I got more, don't worry. We asked you if you had sex with any other woman besides your ex during your relationship with Autumn. That's because you broke up during that time, yeah.
Yes.
So... any other woman involved. Tim, what did the lie detector show?
Well, Trisha, during the pre-test, Jim gave me some admissions. He mentioned a girl named that he did have sex with. So as a result of him giving me admissions...
When?
I had to...
When?
Hang on, let's hear the rest.
I had to develop another question that would cover the admissions of and...
Right.
Okay, so I asked him if he... had any sex with any other woman besides the two that he mentioned,
yeah.
And the lie detector determined he was not being truthful.
So there's, hang on, let me get this right. So there's been more than the two women we know about.
And there's more, yes.
Really? Really?
We're broken up.
We're broken up?
Despite that time of when they were broken up, there were those two women, but there have been more women while they were actually together.
That's what it's indicating, yes.
Autumn, are you seriously shocked?
No, not at all.
I think your woman's intuition was telling you a lot. Am I right? When we are with people, we can't hope to change them. We can only change ourselves and how we react. The other person has to choose to change. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, how old are you?
24.
How many children?
3.
3?
Yes.
Do me a favor. I would like this series to run and run, but I prefer not to do paternity tests with you for the rest of it.
Yeah.
So, you know, no more babies.
Oh, yeah.
Do you want to be with him?
No. How come you couldn't? I just don't know why you couldn't tell me these things. Why couldn't you tell me these things?
Tell you what. So,
okay, so what you're saying is while we were broken up, that's fine if it was when we were broken up.
Okay.
But this guy right here is telling me that you have been with other girls while we were together. So,
what's you just
okay, but I haven't.
You haven't.
No, making out with other chicks, maybe. But
whoa. So you made out with other girls?
Yes, I made out with other girls.
Since we met while we were together?
That you know of, yeah.
Come on, a guy who has 80 followers on Facebook and he's working it all on there and he hasn't been able to take down the pictures in 6 months and he's cheated. Oh my gosh. Come on.
I want to be with her. So.
Yeah, but do you know how to be with? How old are you? 24.
Yes.
Are you ready to be with one person exclusively for the rest of your? Are you seriously saying she is the last, the first, the only person you're ever going to have sex with again?
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah?
Yes.
Well, before you were lying on the lie detector machine, now you're lying to yourself. What do you want to do?
I need to work on myself.
Yes! You do. You do. Take time, work on yourself, okay? If you don't like the fish you're catching, change the bait. And the same goes for you.
Yeah.
We'll be back right after this. Don't go away. Okay, that's it for today. If you ask for the truth, you better be sure you're ready for it. Take care. Bye-bye.